Hi, everybody, and welcome to another one of our series of videos and short conversations in advance of National Conference in Canberra in a couple of weeks' time. I'm delighted today to be joined by Jon Downes. Jon is the General Counsel at Mr Ellison, based in Sydney, and also a very active ACC Australia board member. Jon, welcome. Maybe a few words about you and your involvement with the ACC and sort of some of the value pieces you really get from that commitment.
Thanks, Chris. Gosh, I've been involved with the ACC for seemingly forever. Looking back into the hazy mists of time, I think I got involved in 2006 or thereabouts. I left private practice in 2003. I was in private practice for about 10 years. Worked for Lovells in London, moved to Allens in Sydney, then went in-house. I was the only lawyer at the company I was working at the time, and through my network, I became involved in the ACC or ACLA back in the day, in Australia as it was, more to connect with other lawyers, because I was I felt a bit isolated being the only lawyer in the corporate world that I worked in. And since then, I joined the New South Wales ACC committee. I was president of the ACC committee for a couple of years. Then I joined the board. I chair the National Pro Bono Committee for ACC. I've been involved in various different initiatives. I've been on the NatCon planning committee in my day. I'm on the advocacy committee. I think I was even involved in setting up the global accreditation course for ACC, and I found it enriching over the years, giving back to the in-house community, and I've found it's been fantastic from the aspect of working with other in-house lawyers. You get different perspectives from from government and corporate lawyers, which have been helpful for my roles over the years. There's the educational aspect, and then I've had the opportunity of getting board experience. I think I've been on the board for 6 or 7 years, and that's added value. Which of course is all voluntary and an adjunct to my day job as a general counsel, where I currently am at Minter Ellison.
I mean, that's a lot of water under the bridge since 2006. If we look at conferences, Jon, and that's your experiences of ACC, I'm sure have also taken you to a number of conferences. For you at the moment, which is the one that really stands out as being, the best? Is a difficult word to use, but the one that really sits in your mind?
That is a challenging question, Chris, because generally speaking, I've pretty much enjoyed every single conference I've been to, and I've lost count of how many. I've been, Alice Springs. I've been to Adelaide a few times, Canberra. I've been to Coolum, Tasmania. There have been so many, and they each are unique and enjoyable. Brisbane, I think just the quality of speakers at the conferences, the networking opportunities, the chance to engage with other in-house lawyers, people that I know, to reconnect and then to meet new people, but also some of the really inspirational speakers, the chance to get your CLE points, take a couple of days out the office, generally let your hair down with like-minded in-house lawyers. I don't think there's been a particular standout conference. I think it's the high point, or one of the high points of my year. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I have a pretty active life, so I do lots of things, but I would say that the national conference is always a high point. It's very enjoyable. It's time out of the office, but with a group of really quality colleagues, quality speakers. So I think it's really difficult to say that there's been one conference that stands out.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's fantastic to hear, because, you know, if you're getting something from every single conference, and as your words, it's the highlight of your year, that's fantastic to hear. So look, it's 4.5, 5 weeks now away from Canberra for the 2023 conference, which will hopefully be another fantastic event. What are you looking for in terms of in terms of this year's conference?
It's like, I think what I'm really looking forward to, it's a couple of days out the office, just getting my head out of the workspace. I think one of the important aspects of going to a conference is they're never in the same city that I work in, so I can actually be in the moment, be engaged in what's happening at the conference, and I find that enriching, because there are people from all over Australia that come. You meet new people, you reconnect with old friends. There's conference buddies you haven't seen since the last conference. And the awards night is always a great night. I look forward to that. Just seeing who's won an award. Just being there and reveling in their experience of being recognised for all the efforts they've put in and their achievements. I think there's a really good lineup of speakers this year, so I'm looking forward to seeing some of the speakers. I don't know if I'm in a minority, but I enjoy Canberra, so I'm looking forward to going to Canberra. The last time we had the conference in Canberra, it was a really good conference. It was a lot of fun, and a great experience. So no, I'm really, really looking forward to it.
Brilliant. And my final question, John, if I may, and thank you for your time, is, if there's anybody, any of our members who are questioning whether, taking 2 days out to come to the national conference, either the first time or for this year, is there any final words you'd say to them?
Yeah, I wouldn't look at it as taking 2 days out. I'd be looking at it as investing time in 2 days to enrich your career profile, making contacts, improving your network, really benefiting from some of the sessions. There's some, I think there's some really interesting sessions on AI and ESG, things that are really topical for what in-house lawyers are looking at the moment. So it's an investment in education, but it's an investment in developing a network. So I think not 2 days out, but 2 days of value add.
Really nicely put. John, thank you very much for your time, as always. Great to see you, and look forward to seeing you in Canberra in a few weeks.
Absolutely, Chris. Likewise.